So, welcome to the first official episode of the Gobshite podcast. This is my boy Lewis Byrne.
Hello.
Just so people are aware of the whole dynamic of what we're doing right now is we record the podcast first and then do the intro afterwards because it feels a bit more natural that way.
Yeah, get a little bit more used to it.
So it's quite a fun podcast. We talk about estate life and some of the shenanigans we got up to. There's definitely a lot more to get into next time we do this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we've got to
100%.
do it again very, very soon. But I had a lot of fun recording this. I hope you did too.
Oh yeah, it was perfect. Love being here.
So
enjoy, guys.
do you know what? We start the podcast by saying about how exhausted we both are. But you know, I feel quite energetic now, like in a weird way. Like I still feel like I can.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked, mate. I'm fucked. But yeah, I feel alright.
So I think we're gonna go crack another can each.
Yeah.
Have a little chin wag and hope you guys enjoy. Right, dude, we're live. Straight off the bat, I am fucking exhausted. I've been leaving my house at 6 a.m, getting home about 8 a.m. every night, and I'm now working 7 days a week. So on the Saturdays I'm doing my tattooing apprenticeship, but I've now to start working Sundays to fit private jobs in for new customers. Obviously, by trade I'm a gardener, you know that, but for the listeners. So I work a day job, I work at university, I arrive at 7 in the morning, I finish there about 2 o'clock, then do a private circuit, and it's been great. I've been getting some nice pocket money, but today especially, I'm really feeling the exhaustion. From about 11 o'clock today, like I was hedge cutting all day, and I was like, fucking, I've been getting pumped. My arms are getting bigger.
You look a bit pink, mate. Look a bit pink.
Well, I'm like a Neapolitan ice cream. Like if you lift my legs up, like
you got the nougat going on.
New brown.
Yeah.
But so I was giving it all fucking brawn today, like, mate, fucking Thursday, you know, fucking really enjoying the fact I'm getting into shape now. Then suddenly I hit a wall about 11 o'clock and I was like, I feel fucked.
Overworked.
And I know I had four jobs to do after work.
Oh,
2 which are new clients as well. And about 1 o'clock I managed to get a 10-minute nap in and felt rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Smashed out the jobs, and then like I suppose from about 11 o'clock onwards, I felt like I was spectating my day through my head. Like, I was just sitting in the back of my little head.
Yeah.
And the whole day, I was just encouraging myself to get through the day. Like, come on, mate, come on, work through. Just like I was watching my body, like, trying to fail. So, if I start slurring my words, I do have a pint in my hand, but if I slur my words, it's not because I'm drunk yet. It's because, it's literally because I'm fucking exhausted and I'm doing my very articulately and put on my best voice, but I guarantee hanging out with a fellow council scumbag with Lewis, I'm pretty sure I'll slip back into my council tongue at some point.
Well, of course, it always happens.
So come on, bruv, talk to me about your week. How you been since we last met?
So I'm pretty much in the same boat as you, mate. I work between 5 and 6 days a week. Been up since 5:30 this morning. No, that's a lie. 4:45 this morning. Went in, did the early shift, listened to middle class people complain about showers. And then had a little power nap, and now I'm struggling to keep my eyes open, just like you are.
We could try to do a podcast with our eyes closed, but it might get a bit weird.
Well, yeah, because I'll probably end up touching.
But just for the listeners, what is it you do for work then?
So I currently manage a leisure centre. So I'm the shift manager. So that would mean day shifts, weekend shifts, and obviously late evening shifts. Just managing what goes on. So right from when you first, from the reception, when you first come in, right into the plant room, making sure that the pools run safe. So,
do you know what, man? Actually, I done my plant room training about 5 years ago. I'm actually qualified. I've got I think it's a swimming pool management license.
Yeah, so it's a PPO. Yeah,
I got 100% in all that. Like, I fucking felt like a big man. But I remember fuck all now. All I remember is key phrases like backwashing. And
do you know what? That's awesome. It's awesome. You know, no one ever knows about that. That's good.
I also worked for a private school in Elaine's in Dulwich, and they had like a plant room, like a big state-of-the-art swimming pool. Sorry, they had a state-of-the-art plant room, like fucking super expensive sand backwasher, like it's all these pipes. Yeah. But it was a very, very old swimming pool. Yeah. So like it had rather than having that overflow, it was one of the old where they had like that weird,
high ledge.
that weird sort of tiled gutter.
Yeah. Like
I tell you what, man, since doing that course, I've not really been swimming since. Because you realise how scummy swimming pools are.
Yeah, let's not go into that.
I think we were like,
okay.
So guys, if you go into a swimming pool and you smell chlorine and you think, it's just nice and fresh, they're clean. No. That smell is
gone. It is gone.
That smell is the chlorine reacting. That's a warning sign saying that it's scummy. And what is it? Is it the first 1.5 meters is where
the first not that much, but probably about the first 4 inches.
Oh, yeah, that's massive.
Yeah.
I remember it's like a low number, whether it be meters or inches, but it's the first the first 12 centimeters. The first 12 centimeters.
Yeah. About that. Yeah. It might be a bit more.
That's about 5 inches. Yeah.
Basically, it has to be up to your elbow when you take a test. So. Yeah.
And that's where all the scum lives, guys. So
when you don't shower and you get in the pool and you go to take that breath and you get that mouthful of water in, it's probably just body fat, deodorant, and sweat. That's
why they say shower before you go into the pool. That's why it's inevitable. That's why every time us Brits go abroad, go on holiday and smash it by the pool all week, that's why you come back with fucking ear infection. Yeah. Because their standards ain't the same as our standards.
No, it's not. It's not that. There's some pools that don't even have fucking chlorine in it. It's some other weird chemical. And they just, it's horrible. So,
but also you're training to be a personal trainer.
Yes,
PT.
Yes, that's normally what happens when you're not very good at school and you're like, I just do sport. That's why there's so many PTs.
Well, you say that. I know. I know a lot of middle class kids that are PTs.
Yeah,
I know a lot of them sort of they've got into a regime of keeping themselves in shape because they get proper.
They have the exposure.
They've had their 5 a day for years. Not the canned fruit and veg. Fucking
the 5 pastas a day that we had to keep going.
Yeah, exactly. What I was going to say about 2 hours ago, I was on Facebook and I saw my mate LJ make a post.
Yeah.
Do you realise that it's been a year since Grenfell happened?
Yeah, we did a minute silence today in the leisure centre for.
Oh shit! Well, because I'm a gardener. I use mainly power tools and machinery and like ride-ons. I've been very isolated with. I don't really associate with no one. So I'm not aware of like what's going on. It's just and right now EE owe me £240. I haven't paid my bill and they've cut me off. So I don't have the benefit of like being on Facebook like all day just from at home. But yeah, fucking. It still feels like fresh in my mind, but it's a very, very recent thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I can't believe it's been a year because I was actually doing my swimming instructing course just after it happened in the leisure centre right next to Grenfell.
Yeah.
So to me, it's still fresh in my head, and seeing just the devastation that it caused is just unbelievable.
Like honestly, man, like most people, I swim and like it. Maybe it hit a nerve, but like the gravity didn't really hit me until I drove past it one day. We so my band Decrypted, we practiced in North Acton, and often
dropping the band name in there.
Casually. I tell you what, I'm so used
playing
to
this Friday
at
8:30.
No, you dropping it, Fucking, bro, this sounds so rude. Like it's trying to be like a decent little like bit about compose. But yeah, so like often if I'm driving from my yard like around kind of short and go cut for Wimbledon and that and end up down Hammersmith.
Yep.
If I go over the flyover, I remember the first time. I went over up the flyover and just looked to my right and it's just this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And bruv,
but looking at it, because the company I work for run Kensington Leisure Centre, which is basically right in the heart of the estate.
Yeah.
And like I was literally maybe 30, 40 metres away. They've cornered it off now. But you just look at it and you think there's no way anyone is ever going to get out of there.
Like we're so used to seeing, we're so used to sort of getting our media through or getting our news through screens.
Yeah.
And screens don't have a third dimension. Like
it's easy to swipe, innit?
Yeah, it's easy to look at that and think it's a tragedy, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not until you get somewhere you like. It's like people are scared of heights, for example. Yeah. Once they can look at a tree and think, it's nothing, it's 30 foot. Get to the top of it, look down and think, fuck, they can realize the gravity of 30 foot.
Yeah.
And looking at Grenfell and just looking at the height of it, it's just like, you're fucked. Like, me and you grew up on a estate called Durand Close, and we was lucky enough to not have one of these London towers. Like, we had
very lucky.
Our blocks. They worked out about 4 stories, but as one main balcony, one main staircase. Yeah. But at the same time, there's still no fire precautions on there. Just
no. If let's say one of the bottom house had caught on fire, that whole block would be gone instantly.
Yeah. Because again, like trying to paint a picture for you guys. If you imagine if you imagine 3 train carriages in a row, and in between where the train carriages join, they are the stairwells. So for 3 blocks, there are 2 stairwells. So I mean, honestly, our estate wasn't as tall, but they built it to fit as many people as possible. So if you went up the stairs, the 3 stories, up to the top floor, you had two doors with a partition, and your left-hand door was upstairs, and your right-hand door was downstairs. And then at the bottom of the main staircase, underneath there, you had garages, but in front of the garages were they had, so we had like a ground floor and then a joint first floor, but really it worked out about 4 floors in total because of the inside the houses.
Yeah, because you had the downstairs bedroom and then the upstairs bedroom as well.
And obviously the dual balconies. So the right-hand door had the bottom balcony and the left-hand door had the top balcony.
Oh yeah. Yours was slightly different to us. Oh no, because your balconies were on top of one another.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, because mine was the big single block. You had the balcony. You had the downstairs bedroom and then the other balcony.
Oh, of course you did. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, your block.
So we had 2 staircases either side.
Your block was built the same as the one by the shop.
Yeah,
because it's the single blocks.
Yeah, it was literally just that.
And you had a stairwell either side.
Yeah.
So your block and the shop block was probably the safest.
Well, yeah.
And even then, talking about like fire safety, like precautions, like on our balconies, I suppose the roof of your balcony was all glass. Yeah. Because our top floor. In front of my balcony was the balcony below's glass roof. Yeah. So even in a panic, if you try to escape or whatever, like it's just glass.
Yeah, you just cut yourself to pieces.
I remember once I locked myself in my bathroom, and again I was left-hand door flat, so I was upstairs, which means my bathroom was on the top of the 4th floor. If you imagine the whole estate. Yeah. I remember once my dad was like, "Don't close the fucking bathroom door," but dickhead here locked the bathroom door. Peter Cooper. Do you remember Peter Cooper?
No.
I lived near the park, but
Peter Cooper.
He's one of my dad's mates.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my mum and dad's bedroom and the bathroom was above our balcony, floor above our balcony. So you know that glass roof we had. Peter had to climb up out my parents' bedroom window and negotiate that glass roof, standing on the metal beams.
What?
The thing like there wasn't even 2 inches thick.
No, they were about.
He had to navigate that to come in through the bedroom, through the bathroom window, to come and undo the lock and let me out.
Fuck.
That's what I mean. Like, I imagine with government and things like that, like there's a lot of brown envelopes, and as long as their main concern is making sure people are housed, and they all rely on the fact that the person below them, next to them, above them has done the work to make sure things are safe. Their main job is to make sure everyone is housed and give themselves a pat on the back. And I'm sure people do take genuine interest in them, but the thing is, because there's so many brown envelopes between building, maintaining, and everything, like
it costs a lot. So.
And plus, there's too many chiefs as well. Too many people in charge of separate departments. So there's no one. As much as people may feel like they're taking interest in these projects, their interest can only go so far because their domain is so small. And Grenfell is a massive example of that.
Exactly.
Everyone waiting for somebody else to sort of put their neck on the line and say and all this shit happens.
Yeah. Well, and then now if you look at it, what was the death toll in the end?
I don't even know. I can look at it quickly.
I'm pretty sure the death toll was pushing the hundreds.
I think 19's in my head somewhere, because I think there's like wasn't there a lot of like unrested people living there or some shit? I don't really know.
Well, I mean, but then again, you're talking about the media again, saying that,
of course,
trying to find an excuse for why it was okay for them all.
Right, death count. So BBC here, this is from 16th of November. It says Grenfell Tower final death toll stands at 71.
71. So that could have all been avoided if someone taken a bit more.
Well, the thing is, the way you got to look at it, right? The way you, say 71. How big was most high school classrooms? About 30, 25?
Yeah, I think the max I've ever had in a high school classroom was about 30 kids.
So 71 people, right? So guys, throw your minds back to like most of us can't really comprehend how big these numbers are.
Yeah.
Because imagine yourself being back in your classroom. And most obviously in high school you had like adjoining sets in the classroom.
Yeah.
So imagine, in my school Greenshaw, I was in a greenhouse, and there's 2 greenhouses in my year, my class and Harry's class. So just imagine, guys, the whole faction of your year in high school in that class. It's gone. that whole potential of life. Can you just imagine it for 1 second?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The tangents from that, like it's.
Yeah.
We're so used to having numbers thrown in front of us, and 71's like, without sounding rude, it sounds low because in the day-to-day life, not the death toll itself, but the number 71 itself. You're like, oh, what's 71? It's not 100, whatever.
Yeah.
But think about it logically. That's that's an
people.
enormous amount of like potential that's just fucking gone.
Especially due to something as silly as what was it? There was the tiles that were flammable. What was the reason why it caught fire so quickly? There was a reason.
It was to do with I can't remember the fucking word, bro. I'm so knackered. It's bruv, my builder brain's gone. It was that. Oh, fuck. That's
right. It doesn't matter. But
now let me Google it now. Cause I want to do this justice. I don't know if to fucking sound like a throwaway like little tower cause.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was something to do with the way it was cheaper to build it that way.
I think it's when I see this word, I'm gonna fucking kick myself because it's a very cladding. Cladding.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, it was cladding.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a gentleman that did an interview just saying that wasn't the staircase out of action as well, or something like that. But I mean, it reminds me of Durand. It's one of those things. Is like there's a lot of things that were Durand that were broken, or needed fixing. But it was like, it's right, it's an estate, no one really cares. Like, talk about this, for instance, the skate park, for instance. Yeah,
it's a bit of a segue, good segue.
Yeah.
But, it's a skate park. So, go on, unbox that for us.
So, well, I mean, you guys were a lot bigger into skating before I was there. So.
Are you aware of the backstory of that, with the whole petition and stuff and that?
I was aware of the backstory, but I mean, I'm not too sure on the full backstory. But I know, essentially, you guys wanted a skate park, and it took a very long time to petition and get the council on board with it, and then once they were finally on board with it, they were like, we found this section part of the estate that we're happy to do it on.
Oh, let me roll that back, man, because basically what happened was me and me and my brothers Tony and John, Dean and Harry Ashmore.
Was it Ian and Carl as well, or was that before them?
I think they jumped aboard. Basically what it was is a few of us got into Mighty Ducks.
We got
into Mighty Ducks.
The movie. Because it was in front of the shop, and then they put all the because originally we used to do it on.
They put the blind people things.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened was a group of us got into Mighty Ducks, and we was infatuated. Was like, yes, fucking great. So we'd meet down in the. So where Harry Ashmore's block is, the little car park down there.
Yeah.
We'd go down there and we'd grab whatever we could to use as hockey sticks. So we had tennis rackets, baseball bats, and we were our inlines anyway.
Baseball bats.
And we made our own rules talking and tried playing it. And then our parents took pity on us and they saw us get into sport because my dad forced me to do football and that. We've got to do a lads thing. And I was just a fucking melt. But suddenly the parents saw that. Rather than us all being different groups, doing football or whatever, there's like, fuck, our boys will do hockey. So Harry's dad Ian and my dad Tony went down and got us hockey sticks. Fuck yeah. And then the biggest area in the estate with the flattest surface was by the shops, the square. And so we started playing there, and even to a point where at the same time, I must before the word the word meme come into everyone understands the word meme, but basically Mighty Ducks become a meme. Like in all the council estates in the area, like out of nowhere, there's just love for Mighty Ducks. And neighbouring estates, they saw us playing hockey and that, like, we'll play you. And we was like, right, we'll play matches with you. None of us understood the fucking rules, Like, we thought, honest to God, bruv, we thought a penalty, like, we didn't understand the cause for a penalty, but we all knew at one point one of us went to skate around the ball 3 times. And then go towards the goal and smash it. We used to play hockey on the square. One day, someone smacked, my brother John got a roller park. So it was a park with bearings in it. So, the park was glide across surfaces.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And one day, someone smacked it too hard and it hit a girl in the estate's face and smashed her teeth in. And they're like, right, you can't be doing this no more. So the council... so imagine a traffic lights, the blind people things there that all embossed...
it's hard to explain. It's essentially it's like a concrete slab with bobbles on, isn't it?
Yeah, they
to stop you skating on it.
So they put that across the whole of the main square, apart from a little walkway going to houses and to the shop, so we couldn't skate there no more. So we petitioned to get a skate park put in. because when I first moved to the estate, the big court wasn't there, and the big park was being built, and there's only a little park where the skate park ended up being.
Yeah.
There was a little park there, one of those fucking ghetto climbing frames and stuff.
Oh yeah, it had the little weird wonky
right
stick.
at the end of your block.
Yeah.
So basically, we petitioned for a skate park to be put there, and this is just after Royston skate park was built.
Yeah.
So it was like, shit, man, that's at Royston. Let's have this on Durand.
Yeah.
So we started going around petitioning on Buckhurst and Culvers Avenue and that. And like Culvers and Buckhurst were the adjoining roads to our estate, to our cul-de-sac, and they fucking hated us.
Oh god.
And as soon as they realised, fuck, if we get a skate park built for these Durand kids, they ain't gonna leave Durand. It's fine. So everyone in numbers signed to make sure we got a skate park built. And then it took 3 years of our parents to get onto the council, the youth to get onto the council. And then eventually, I was on holiday when it got built, but it was like, yeah, shit, I'm gonna go Camber Sands for a fortnight, come back, and the skate park's gonna be there. And Lewis, what was the skate park?
Well, in your head, you think of skate park, you think of ramps, you think of things to grind on, but in reality, they didn't give a shit. All they did was cut out a big hole in a field and laid it with concrete and was like, "There's your skate park."
It's tarmac, wasn't it?
Oh no, it's tarmac.
It
was tarmac. And then even then, they had built like a metal fence to go around it with a little bit of a green, which most people just took their dogs to have a fucking shit on anyway. So you had this, maybe a classroom size tarmac square to skate on, and it was like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? Skate round in circles? It's fucking ridiculous.
But in true Durand fashion, what the fuck did we do?
We built one out of crates.
Yep. we went round. We understand, yes. When you're on a estate, there's not much to do. Even before the youth, don't forget, it was a youth centre there. That was a new big unveiling. The youth centre, you got to make your own fucking luck and make your own enjoyment.
Especially with no money.
So we'd all keep on walking to school. Like, not all of us went to the same school. Like, there's different schools in the area. Like Lewis went to Carshot Boys. Yeah. I went Greenshaw and that. Now on your walks to school and that, you keep an eye out for building sites.
Yes.
We'd go building sites and still scaffolding. If they had insulation boards, we'd steal them and we'd make rafts out of them and go down the river. We'd have a river going through our estate. But for the skate park, we kept
like Pirates of the Caribbean, mate, wouldn't it?
Yeah. We basically went out and robbed building sites, took scaffold poles and used them for grinding rails, and then we scavenged as much wood as we can. And without any knowledge in carpentry and shit, we made our own ramps. Yeah. And it's something to be fucking proud of.
I mean, it must have been at least 4 foot. It was pretty high.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty high.
Because I still remember now borrowing one of my dad's saws. And yet again, bruv, what understand is, like, when you're in a state, you're all malnourished because, again, you're living off Lidl's and Iceland's food, mainly Iceland's, because it's all frozen shit.
Yeah, 40 sausages for £2.
And all of your vegetables comes out of a can. Yeah. And we're all skinny boys. Like, we're all like, got those fucking teenage 6-packs, not fucking muscle. It's just because your body's starving. Yeah. But you're all walking around with your tops off thinking you're bad men, but really just skinny fucking rakes. Yeah. So trying to saw through a 2x4 to half an hour. Yeah. Taking it in turns.
100%. That's both arms dead as well. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I forgot about that.
So we built our own skate park, and it's something to be proud of. Like, even to the point where our parents come down to check it out.
Yeah. It was like the place to be at one point.
Until that fucking we had a guy on our estate called Alex Chaplin. Alex Chaplin. Yeah. He's the two brothers, Billy and Tony.
Yeah. And there was a little one as well.
Oh shit! What's his name?
I can't remember.
He's pretty like fucking 1920 now, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He used to be very, very volatile. Nice enough lad, but he'd like fly off the handle very, very quickly.
Yeah, just a short fuse, I think it was.
Yeah, and he fucking. I think he borrowed one of our skateboards. Because by the time we built the skate park, we had converted from inlining to skateboarding. Not all of us.
No, because I'm pretty sure there was a trend of having like that mini skateboard with like you could just fit the 1 foot on.
But I remember when I was doing it, I was skateboarding. When I built it, I was skateboarding there, not inlining no more.
Oh no, I had the classic Apollo 500s from Argos for £20. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The big fat chunky ones that you can't do anything on, and like the wheels are just made out of like plastic. So as soon as you go down them, you could hear the cracks coming out straight away. But
do you remember what else we used to do there, bruv? So like again, being on a council estate, like you got to make your own fun.
Yep.
And we all heavily got into Jackass.
Oh God, yeah.
I remember, like, because the only benefit to having that whole skate park area tarmacked was in the winter we could all get buckets from our houses and on the night time throw water on the floor. So all of us would spend like about an hour throwing water on the floor, knowing that the next day it would freeze over. Take the trucks off of our skateboards and then go ice skating.
Yeah.
And all we ended up doing, we ended up just doing jousting, just fucking running to the boards and try and take each other out.
Yeah. Did you ever play Stone Wars?
Yeah, of course we did. All right, I tell you, bro. When we first moved to the estate, so
Stone Wars, fucking, that sounds so bad. Yeah, essentially, Stone Wars was you built the best kind of protection you could, and then you just threw stones at one another. That's pretty much it. And the first one to bleed is the last. Yeah, I mean, like, when you're talking about tribal, that is probably like as tribal as it could. Throw stones at one another because we were fucking bored.
That was literally it, bruv. Well, thing is, like, again, on a estate, like, you have to remember, guys, me and Lewis, we grew up, like, on... When dial-up internet city writers were a thing, like, we're like, fuck, like, wow. Yeah. But before then, was literally we was from the generation, like, the Goonie generation, where we made bases. We made hideouts. And you hung out, fucking stole your porn mag somewhere.
That you bought from the shop.
Or fucking stole from your parents.
Estate.
Fucking Raj Boy. Fucking, but yeah, that's basically like, you know, you got to make your own fun.
Yeah, you do.
And so like it's always like, because we're lads as well. Most estates, you hang out. There's more men or more boys than there are girls.
Yeah.
And because the girls tend to stay close to their parents and that, and you know, the mums and dads see the boys in the estate and are like, keep our daughter well away from that. You know, want her to be well rounded. So it's very boisterous.
I just think 15, 20. 14-year-olds that have never been laid before, hardly ever seen a woman before. I mean, I don't blame them.
And we're boisterous as fuck.
Yeah.
So, for example, do you remember beat outs?
Oh, let's not even go on beat outs.
So those of you listening, like, if you remember the rules of run outs, or like for our parents' generation, 40-40.
Yeah.
But basically, run outs is you make a base and you
two teams.
Two teams.
Yeah.
Even them out. There's one team running, one team seeking, and the team that's running has got to make it back to the base and say run outs when they touch it. And obviously the seeking team have got to guard the base and try to find the others. Now that became too boring for us because normally everyone spent ages running around, and then by the time the running team gets back to base and the seeking team gets to run, they're bored and they go home. So the seeking team just are hiding by themselves.
Time for bread and butter.
So, to make sure that everyone stayed out to get revenge, we invented beat-outs. So, what it was... say, for example, there was 10 people playing. So, you've got two teams of 5.
Yep.
The team that are running have now got to think of a 5-letter word.
Yep.
And each person running
will
have an initial, will have a letter from that word.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the people catching, okay... Rather than catching them and saying run outs, catching them, what it done, as long as they avoid the face and the groin, they can punch you, torture you as much as they want. And the thing is, you can't lie about your letter.
Yeah.
That's one of the rules. You can't lie about your letter. So if the seekers catch you, they get to beat you until you finally give in and say what your letter is.
Yeah, unfortunately, some people, their letter was R. So when someone's punching like, some people didn't really take it as in that you were telling them the letter R, and they took it a little bit too far.
So basically, like, so say if you're running and you get back to base, the seeking team loses that letter.
Yeah, straight away.
So once everyone's been beaten in submission or got back to the base, the running team, the catching team has got 3 attempts to try and guess the word that they had. With what letters they managed to beat out of people, which to be fair, for council estate boys, that's quite like, you know, it's quite good for us fucking taking words and that into account. It's like our new version of Hangman. It's just like we've got to sit down and think about what the words and shit are.
It's an extreme Hangman, isn't it?
And also, sometimes we were so bored that we played alphabets.
Oh, I don't. What was
alphabets are just like a really shitty version of runouts, but just for
the slow people.
No, it was just less time. So basically, you stood around in a circle who was playing, and so from where you was, you made sure it was like a lamppost or a tree or something about 100 meters from where you're standing.
Yeah.
You stand in the circle, and then like if it's your turn, you shout a letter out.
Yeah.
It's like D.
Yeah.
And then so whoever's counting goes round in a circle and counts A, B, C, D.
Oh, I remember.
Whoever D lands on,
you have to run for your life.
They've got to run and get to the post, and anyone can trip you up, punch you, kick you until you get there. And then once they get there, it's now their turn to say what?
Yeah. Well, it's the same as take down Bulldog. I mean, do you remember?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how many people. I mean, if you grew up on the Kansas State, you definitely know what Bulldog was.
Yeah.
But as you do when you get bored, Bulldog wasn't enough, so we decided to go one step further and take it to take down Bulldog, which is exactly what it is.
Well, sounds like.
Yeah. So you get taken out, and that's pretty much basically. If you were a slow fat fucker, you were gonna get hurt. Yeah. It's as simple as that. Didn't Ian Baldwin break his leg? I'm pretty sure someone
I have to ask him.
Yeah, sure. I have to ask him, but I'm pretty sure it's either Ian Baldwin or someone. They were running past a lamppost, and he was a bit too slow, and he got taken out, but he got squashed in between the lamppost and the 5 or 6 people that jumped on him. I'm pretty sure his leg went the wrong way. And
I think, do you know, they saying that it rings a fucking bell, but I can't place the exact memory. My brain's so fried a bit. I'm 30 years old now, bro, man. My brain's so fried these days. I am.
To be fair, I'm 29 this
Well,
year.
the thing is, we're going back like between 20 and 15 years ago.
Oh, shit. Yeah. It's a long time ago.
That's a long fucking time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, most people my age from the estate are grandparents now.
Oh dear, that's so bad but so true.
The thing is, like, when you grow up in the estate, man, you got to have thick skin. You do. You can't take yourself too seriously. And the thing that united us all was like, none of us want to be like our parents, and we took the piss out of each other, took the piss out of everyone. You've got to have a thick skin.
Yeah.
But like, I moved to the estate when I was about 7. What age was you when you moved?
I got to the estate, so I was still in the end of probably year 4. So year 4, year 5, and then year 5. So what's year 5?
About 8, 9.
Yeah, because you start high school 12.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably about 9 or 10.
So I've got a little note put here from when we met the other day. Do you remember your first insults on the estate?
Oh God. So right. So essentially, when I first moved on the estate, Mum was like, yeah, you can go out, you can make some new friends, whatever, what parents say. And you're like, yeah, cool, Mum, just like leave me alone. She was like, but you're not taking your brand new trainers out. And I was like, great, that's a great first impression. Don't know anyone, alright, fine. What am I going to take? My mum decided to buy me a pair of £2 plimsolls. Not just for me though, but for my brother as well. So me and my brother, within probably the first 5 minutes of stepping out the fucking front door, already there was a nickname for us, and we were called the Plimsoll Brothers. And then for you FIFA fans out there, I think it was what FIFA 95. There's a bit of a song. It was called "Check It Out Now," something.
Oh, Brothers, yeah, that's it. Now. Yeah.
So the kids being the way they are on the estate, it was like that was our name. So it would check it out now with the Plimsoll Brothers. So we went from being. And that was it. We were part of the group then. The thing is,
once something like that happens, it just fucking sticks.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that was our names for probably about 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's after the next day when I forced my mum to go and buy me another pair of shoes.
And what was the other one? Do you remember the fucking Tooting Market 2-Stripe crew? What is that one from there?
Oh, the 2-Stripe crew.
No, but what is the one that they insulted you with?
Oh, Addy Brass.
Yeah.
Addy Brass. So, my mum decided to buy me a pair of trainers to outside school and a pair of trainers to do PE in. And so for the Kansas State people out there, we all know shoe fair quite well.
Yeah.
Like going to JD is birthdays or Christmas. We all know that. Otherwise, it's a shoe fair thing.
And Clark's a bit like, do you know what,
yeah. Clark's is for like after the 6 weeks holidays, and you're about to go into the next year when you get your pens and pencils from Tesco. So my mum's like, yeah, we'll go buy some shoes, right? So we went to shoe fair, we got some trainers, and I actually really liked them. I absolutely loved them. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna rock these bad boys. But instead of having 3 stripes, it had 4 stripes. So it wasn't the Adidas brand, but it was close to it. Yeah. So rocking up, it's got brand new trainers. Not even like, oh yeah, they're nice. It's like, why are you wearing Adi Brass for? And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, it's Adi Brass, mate. Because back in the day, brass meant bad or shit. So I went from being Plimsoll Brothers to Adidas. And then,
but at least it's consistent with his shoes, though.
Yeah, I guess.
I think Two Struck was active. Active was Two Straps, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it was Sports Direct. That it was like a Sports Direct owned brand, because most Council Estate kids are actually a model for Sports Direct.
Yeah. But I've made a note here because like fucking reminded me earlier.
Yeah.
Now, like, on the estate, like, you got to have a bit of banter about yourself.
Can't take it to heart.
Well, we all take the piss out of each other, like, I still remember when one of the first times, like, reasons, like, I took a really good interest in Jordan Howard.
Yeah.
It's because Jordan Howard, like, was so young compared to us.
Yeah, he was.
But his insults were so fucking shit. But, like,
it was funny.
Yeah. Guys, I made a note here, right? Do you remember when he called Leanne's mum Father Christmas?
Jordan was a fucking funny fucker. We were playing runouts before, and someone had called the police because someone had climbed over a fence to get away or hide, and then Jordan's hiding in a bush, and a police officer or a community police officer, I don't know who it was, someone shined a torch into the bush. And Jordan shouts out, "Can you not shine it? I'm trying to fucking hide it." And I was like, "Fuck's sake, Jordan, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh man, he's so funny."
Well, the thing is, like, it's just so amusing back in the day. Like, so for example, like, there's a girl called Leanne Warden on the estate, and her mum used to work at the youth centre. Me and her mum got on very, very well. Like, her mum was
she was lovely. She did the tuck shop, didn't she?
But her mum was a giant. Her mum was like about. To be fair, we were pretty stunning. I'm only 5'7", but like. She's probably about our height now, maybe.
I'm 5'11".
But growing up, she was massive.
Yeah, she
massive,
was quite tall.
Massive, very confident woman.
Yeah,
short hair,
strong
very strong personality.
Yeah.
And she wasn't on the slimmer side. Like, she wasn't fat, but she was very broad, very sort of like big, scary, independent mother. And one time, Jordan had enough of her daughter in the park. He went, "Fuck off, Leanne. Your mum looks like Father Christmas." And when Leanne kicked off, she was like, "You fucking what? You saying my mum looks like my Kicked off. And then Jordan panicked, right? and this is what's so funny. It's the best save in the world. Jordan went, "No, I was calling your mum Father Christmas because, like, isn't everyone's parents Father Christmas around Christmas time?" It's like, he tried fucking backtracking so fucking far.
Alright, well, Jordan went to the same school I did. And I remember one day he was talking and he was like, "Oh yeah, I got sent to the headmaster today." I was like, "Jordan, mate, like, what's going on? Why?" He was like, "Yeah, but like, I really needed to fart during like while he was telling me off." So I was trying to be polite. So like, imagine your head teacher's shouting at you, right? So they're going shout. He's like, wait, stop. Right. So this headmaster's like, "What?" And then he farts so fucking loudly. He's like, "Please continue." I'm like, "Jordan, you don't even mean to be funny, but you're actually hilarious."
This is what I loved him growing up, man. 'Cause he brought me so much joy.
Yeah. He was a cocky fucker though. He was.
He was.
A cocky fucker.
I messaged Jordan yesterday about my gig. And he's gonna try and make it down. But
nice.
I'm gonna get Jordan on here.
And
do exactly what we've done right now.
Yeah, he's so funny.
I've made notes, but to be fair, mate. That is a solid pure band. So let's just wrap it up now.
Sweet.
On a good note, right? Dude, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, dude. Let's do this again very, very soon.
Yeah, I think we need to get everyone in.
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, it might get a bit chaotic for more people, but like, I definitely want to get Dan. I definitely want to get Yasin, Ed. I want to get them all on board. Fucking come around here, do what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
like, I mean, it's very easy. We're just fucking talking.
Yeah, I mean,
we're doing. The thing is, I've got a little bit more experience now, so I don't really get red light fever anymore. But what we've done right now is what we do down the pub, but instead it's being recorded. And this is exactly what I want to do with this. Just sit down, have fucking little chill mag, have a fucking laugh. So,
it's nice though. It's nice. It's nice to relive it because you realise sometimes you do miss it,
and you realise how far you've come.
Yeah, and I mean, like before, the last bit you said about the sense of community, like it's really like now. If someone knocks on my door, if it's not an Amazon Prime package or a takeaway, I'm like, "Get the fuck out!" Like, don't knock on my door. Back in the day, though, someone knocking on your door, like, "Yeah, bro, come in. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go. What do you want?
Can Lewis come out to play?"
Yeah.
Lewis, it's for you.
Yeah, but even Joe, remember Joe? You just walk into Joe's.
Yeah.
Just like doesn't matter what time of day it is. Walk in. Joe like texts you like, "I'm having a poo."
Man.
You're like, "Yeah, it's fine, mate. I'm gonna go talk to your mum." Yeah, it's crazy.
Community, man.
Yeah,
I do miss that. I do. Like, I try to be. I live both my neighbours are old. I try to speak to them as much as I can, but like, I definitely feel isolated, and
Yeah.
hanging out with you just reminds me of like I'm being my own man now,
Yeah.
and to pat myself on the back for fucking keeping strapped up and not having a kid yet. Yo guys, thank you for checking out the podcast. We just listened back to it, and we're quite happy with the content.
Yeah.
One thing to take into consideration: if every now and then you had like a little skip, that wasn't us slowing or being retarded or stopping recording. My setup's very, very ghetto, so we're recording on.
He stole it.
I didn't steal my service. It's just like
He's lying. That's why he do it.
I tell you what, Microsoft stole my RAM. I've updated my computer and now it's running a bit shitty. So if you heard like little jumps every now and then, it's because of that. But thank you guys for checking it out. All right. Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.